Hello. Welcome to Dirty Laundry.
Welcome to Dirty Laundry, guys.
I know y'all been waiting all week for us.
We just know.
We know for a fact that you've been waiting all week for us. And tonight is going to be so fun.
It is. I'm KenBarbie.
I'm Pumpkin, of course.
Right. Even though I might not sound like it tonight, I apologize in advance. I'm a little under the weather.
Well, I sounded awful last week. Not one person said it, so I sound like a straight dude. My voice is still kind of gone, but it's allergy season, so.
Right. So excuse us, but yeah. We're here. We're working.
But tonight's going to be so fun.
Tonight's topic is mind games. So it's all about those mind games that, I mean, we all play them at some point in relationships. Yeah. So tonight we're going to go through
I haven't. I don't do that. I don't play no games.
We'll find out.
Because I'm cheese for games.
Well, it'll be interesting to find out because my top 10 tonight is actually the top 10 common mind games that men and women play in relationships. So
yeah, and y'all got to call in and tell us, chime in on our topics. It's on Facebook and Instagram. My Instagram is The Makings of P. Ken's is official KenBarbie, and also on Facebook it's I Am Pumpkin Green and KenBarbie on Facebook.
Yes.
But go on there and chime in. We're checking it. We're going to be shouting some of the comments out. We can't do them all, but and call us 804-915-52. Is that right?
5202.
5202.
And our main questions for tonight that we want you guys to chime in on is. Who plays more mind games in a relationship, men or women? And then the second part of that is who plays them better, men or women? So, I mean, I have my opinion, but we'll get there and see what you think.
I think we all do a rather good job at playing games. You know, we learned early. Monopoly money, life. We learned early.
I don't think that's the same thing, but I get it.
It's a game.
I get it.
It's fake money.
Nice analogy, P.
All right, and of course, weekly we try to tell y'all about different things that we have going on. Please make sure you check out my brand new adult toy store, 18 and up only.
Please.
Yes.
This ain't for the babies.
.net.
This ain't that type of toy.
Yes, it's not for you kids. Y'all should be in bed anyway. It's 9 o'clock at night.
Right, you have school tomorrow.
So, secrettreasurestore.net. Definitely go on there and check that out. And then also check out my accessory store, celebritystatusjewels.com. And that's also on Instagram. Both of them are on Instagram. Secret Treasure Store and then Celeb Stat Jewels. And of course, we have the P Show.
Yes.
Which we do the P Show every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Because, of course, y'all know this is worldwide. We put our stuff on YouTube. So they need to know about it.
Right, you got to be specific.
Our show is on legacyinternetradio.com or thepshow.com. And you can also download the TuneIn app. And on TuneIn, search Legacy Internet Radio. So we got a lot of things going on.
Definitely.
All the time. And to keep up with us, you know, as it's getting to the end of the season, we want you to be able to always find us and keep up with what we have going on.
Right, it's always something. You guys can definitely check me out at itskenbarbie.com. I'm your number one source of news and entertainment. And definitely shop any of my products as well. My cosmetics line for Pretty Bitches by KenBarbie.
You better tell them, Ken.
And also my clothing line and t-shirts and so forth. All can be bought at itskenbarbie.com. So make sure you guys check that out. But speaking of itskenbarbie.com, as always, we're going to kick the show off with The Dirty, which is news and entertainment discussion with topics taken directly from itskenbarbie.com. You ready to get started, P?
Let's go.
All right, so we talked about this quite a bit last week, but I feel like we haven't been able to escape it online, and it's so much more that we have to talk about. So, of course, we're going to kick the show off with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Mimi and her boyfriend Nico's sex tape.
What? We was on the poll last weekend. We still on this.
Well, the reason I wanted to bring it up is because this latest story to come out actually shocked me.
Okay.
Mimi Faust's sex tape with her boyfriend Nico is apparently selling like hotcakes. It's actually even turns out to be even more popular than Kim Kardashian's infamous sex tape with Ray J. So the full-length tape was released last night, technically this morning at midnight, and the company which released it, Vivid, told TMZ that in less than 24 hours, over 12,000 cease and desist letters had been sent to websites illegally hosting the video.
Well, I heard it was on Pornhub.
And that's one of the
one of my
websites that got the
faves.
cease.
It's one of my faves, guys. Yes, it's free. Kids, don't listen.
You might not want to do that because Vivid Entertainer owner Steve has lawyered up and is threatening to sue anyone who tries to illegally distribute the video. He states, if you even try to illegally download this tape, we will come after you full force.
I can look at anything I want to look
They're gonna
at.
come after you.
It's not downloading.
Do you
looking.
want to go to jail for Mimi's cooch?
I'm looking. It's looking.
The sex tape already broke porn records, with pre-sale numbers of the tape reaching over $400,000. Wow. And according to TMZ, since the tape's midnight release, Vivid's website has been getting 15 new memberships every minute.
That's cool.
So she might not have gotten paid a lot for the tape, but she's going to end up getting paid a lot for the tape.
It's leaking everywhere. So how can you get your money when it's leaking everywhere?
Yeah, and surprisingly, Mimi actually spoke out about the tape.
She got angry.
Well, I wouldn't say she was angry. She was passionate.
She been making me so mad.
She's so extra. Like, she's the definition of an angry black woman.
Why you trying to get hype? You can't even, your voice don't even carry like that, girl. I can do what I want to do.
Her favorite word is the B word when she gets mad.
Yeah.
But she stated that she claims VH1 didn't have anything to do with the tape's production. Me personally, I don't believe that with all the great lighting, camera angles, and body makeup. Somebody set it up.
This was not a real home video. We are not stupid.
She stated Stevie J's opinion of it doesn't matter, and Jocelyn is just jealous that she doesn't have the shine anymore, because apparently that type of shine is the good kind to get. I don't know about that, Mimi. And then she ended the interview with hinting that they might be coming out, her and Nico will be coming out with a book about sexual position.
Did you see the little clip they did last night?
Yep.
They did a clip about Love and Hip Hop last night, and it was her and Nico laying in the bed, just talking about how they love touching each other. I was like, this is all set up. It's staged.
Mona Scott is the best that ever did. Mona Scott is the creator of Love and Hip Hop.
They sold to the devil. Just to get a check.
Just for a check.
That's crazy.
A check or attention, whichever one means the most to them, apparently.
Yeah.
But speaking of Love and Hip Hop, that actually leads us into our second story. Creator Mona Scott Young is not done yet. She has Atlanta. She has New York. And now she's ready to take on Los Angeles.
I can't wait for that.
So now a bit of news has leaked in regards to who the cast members of the upcoming Los Angeles side of Love and Hip Hop is set to be. And I can almost guarantee you it's people who you haven't cared about and you probably will continue not to care about as the season goes on air. You ready for the list, P?
Go.
So first and foremost, we have Ray J, Brandy's brother. We then have Tierra Marie. You familiar with her?
Yes.
Tierra Marie is an R&B singer who got dropped very early on in her career. We then have Omarion, former B2K singer. Bow Wow's baby mother, April Jones. Rapper Miss Joey, not sure who that is. And rapper Young Berg, who's famous for his hit with Ray J, Sexy Can I.
What happened to the game?
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's happening at this point.
I'm not watching it.
No,
oh
but it has been
God.
said that Mona's a little upset because she has been trying to get bigger names like The Game and
I'm
Karrueche
not watching
Tran.
it for that. I don't know those people.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Hopefully it'll be a little bit more excitement added to the cast, but right now we said that Ray J and Tierra Marie are supposed to be the top couple of the series.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Ray J. I still want a piece of Ray J.
Really? You seen the sex tape?
Nah. Not interested.
You weren't interested in that one?
No. We can make our own.
I'd rather see Kimmy K before Mimi.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully the cast improves and we'll be seeing that later on this year. And wrapping up the dirty for this week, is Kanye West finally taking this whole Yeezus thing just a tad bit too far? Apparently, Kanye has a new opening act for the next leg of his Yeezus tour. Guess who his new opening act is set to be, Pumpkin? Jesus Christ himself.
Right.
Kanye believes that Jesus should be opening up for him. Apparently, he's teamed up with the digital production team who's produced special effects for movies like Titanic and Iron Man and The Day After Tomorrow. And most famously, they actually created the Tupac hologram that we saw at the Coachella Festival a couple years ago. So now they're actually working on a Jesus Christ hologram to come out for Kanye West at the beginning of each one of his shows. Now, don't get me wrong, Jesus isn't going to perform any songs. Jesus is simply going to come out and introduce Kanye. Me personally, I don't understand. I get that Kanye, I think it's more so about attention than him actually being serious with it, but I think this is definitely testing the waters and shaking the table just a little bit. How would you feel sitting in the audience seeing Jesus ask Kanye to come on stage?
I'm not interested in that. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, and apparently he's shelling out a $2 million bill to make this happen, so this is really important to Kanye. We'll see if it actually comes to light. I can definitely see some protesters possibly putting a stop to that. But that's it for the Dirty for this week. Make sure you guys check out these stories and more at KenBarbie.com, your #1 source for news and entertainment.
Yes.
Are you singing?
Yes. I'm just excited about the topic tonight. I think it's going to get really interesting. I think it's going to be a beef. Men versus women.
I think so
Definitely
too.
Go chime in on our questions. On my page, it looks like everybody's leaning towards women, which is men. Men are leaning towards women play more mind games.
But you know what, of course men are going to say that women play games.
Yeah.
Women are going to say, but I've actually seen a few women step up and say, hey, we do it better. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Women do. I agree with that. Women do. I feel like women play better games.
I think I have an opinion on it. We'll discuss it a little bit.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Alright, so the top 10 tonight is the top 10 common mind games that men and women play in relationships. Because, I mean, let's be clear, everybody plays them at some point. It's not just one sex that does it. We all do it. And with each one of these numbers, most of them, I'm also going to give you a way to overcome that game, to see past it and get past it. We're here to help.
You gonna help?
No, we're here to help.
I'm not here to help. I go against the grain. All the time. Every week, I go against the grain.
So you're here for the games.
Yes.
Did you just say you don't play mind games?
I don't.
The lies. The lies and the deceit. Alright, but let's get it started. Again, these are the top 10 common mind games that men and women play in relationships. Number 10, the waiting game. So I'm going to give you a scenario first. Mm-hmm. You're interested in someone, and you've recently exchanged numbers with that person. You've called her, and although you usually don't do this, or at least you probably shouldn't, you leave a message because they didn't answer the phone. Now, it might be hours or even days before they give you a call back. And it's not because they're busy. It's more so because they just don't want to look pressed. They don't want to look anxious or clingy. So they're going to give a little bit of time and wait it out before they actually hit you back up and respond to your advances. To me, that's a mind game. You don't want to seem like you're but so interested so early. What do you think? You think?
Let me tell you something. Don't play on my phone.
What?
Don't play with me about the phone. If you gonna call me or you not.
But
I get attached easily, okay? So don't be putting me on hold because you don't want to act pressed. I answer my phone. If you call my phone, I answer my phone.
But I think it's a little bit of a limit. If I just give you my number in the club, don't hit me before we even leave the let out.
Answer the phone. Answer the phone. I call you.
Give me until the morning at least.
No.
Oh my God.
Nah, then you're going to be talking about it's too early.
Or how about this one? You had a fantastic time on your date with this person, and honestly, he did too. At least that's what you thought. Until he suddenly drops off the face of the planet and you don't hear from him for the next couple of days, simply because he just doesn't want to seem pressed. He wants to make it seem like he's interested, but he's not overly interested, if that makes sense. Like, have you ever been in that situation though, P?
No, Ken.
So you just get immediately hit up after your dates.
Ken, if you're not going to use my number, don't call me 2-3 weeks later. I snap. I do. I don't remember you. Who are you? Why are you calling my phone 2 weeks later?
Just give me some time.
Look, if you get a number from me, don't even call me if you're going to hold on to it for a week. Don't even call me. I done forgot about you.
No, not a week.
I act like I smoke or something. I forget. So don't call me.
Well, how many people are you giving your number to?
Don't matter in nobody's business because I'm single. Anyway, look, we got some responses, Ken. Mm-hmm. Who's better at mind games, men or women? We have Ferguson. She says, I think women, and she's a woman, I think women, reason because we are more emotional than men. So.
Would that make them better at it, though, or a little bit?
I mean, she felt.
I think that might hinder the mind game a little bit if you're the first to get into your emotions.
All right, well, what about this from a guy? Washington Park, _. I think men, but only because we have to keep ahead of all the many, many minds of a woman.
Mm.
And I don't think that's fair. I don't want you to play our games. Don't play our game. Play your own game.
To be your own game.
Play your own game. Don't play.
You want this to be
a
one-on-one game.
Yeah. So we definitely want to hear y'all responses on it. I mean, we need this. I feel like women do it better. Me, honestly.
I don't know.
We're just good at it.
And just wrapping up their last number, maybe a way around that if you're on the receiving end, the one who's not getting, who's making the calls and making the effort to talk, maybe after a few days, it's okay to call to make sure they got your message or they got their call. But if they still don't respond after that, take the hint, because it might not be that they're playing a mind game. They might just not be that into you.
Yeah, they just might not. Things
so
happen.
Just move on. Number 9. And this kind of bounces off of the last number just a tad bit. The hard to get game.
Do people still do that childish mess?
They definitely do.
Stop it already.
This isn't always just a matter of her trying to present herself as a challenge. Some women and even men will hold back their feelings just for the sake of not wanting to get their emotions involved too early. So they could be just testing the water before they dive in, but they'll definitely be proceeding with caution and just holding back a little bit and presenting themselves as a little bit of a challenge before letting you too far in. They just want to make it seem like they're interested again, but not that interested just yet. What do you think?
The hard to get thing is childish. Okay, stop.
I think you don't really want to seem too easily accessible though. That's not attractive to me if I know I can just get.
So are you saying playing hard to get far as sex?
Not even that, but just as a relationship altogether.
Keep on playing hard to get and you ain't gonna get gapped.
I mean, but who wants that person that's always readily available? Like, give me some type of challenge, you know?
Ken, if you never want to be with somebody, play hard to get, baby. That's all you got to do. Keep on doing that. Then you ain't never got to worry about nobody wanting you.
Well, okay, this is how I feel. Because like you said, if you play too hard to get for too long or too strong, you're not going to be gapped.
Yeah, nobody got time for that.
So, I mean, it's okay to let them know that you're interested, but also make it clear that if things don't work out, you might have some other options or you're not too pressed about the situation.
If we're not together, it's always options.
Right, so just make that clear and don't seem like I'm here, I'm wide, and I'm open only for you, because that's not cute. So, handle that.
I don't know, Ken. My page is leaning more towards women play more mind games.
Really? You know, I somewhat agree.
Facebook and Instagram, they're saying women play more mind games.
Number 8, and again, these are the top 10 common mind games that men and women play in relationships. This is the play to lay game. So, ladies, this is where he pretends to care about you more than he actually does at the beginning in order to get you in bed. So, women and even some men, we crave emotional intimacy. So it's not difficult for a man to combine those over-the-top compliments and whatnot to get into your pants. So he'll create the illusion of trust to eventually get into sex and take it a little bit further than it should be as early just because you've simply been fooled by him thinking he truly cares about you 2 weeks into the relationship. So you don't want to be the person who's left there going crazy for the person and wondering why he's left you after you've given up the cooch way too early. So just don't get played by that mind game of him caring right away.
She might have wanted to just give it up. Who cares? Like, seriously, like that question needs to go both ways because some women don't care about that. I don't need you to care about me just because you got some cooch.
I mean,
so what?
I'm the type of person, if you get anything from me, we go together. That's it.
Yeah, and that's you setting yourself up for failure. Like, please don't go around doing that to people because honestly, that person might not be on the same page as you. So,
but I mean, reality is that some people do step into sexual situations and put their emotions into it. So I feel like it's all about
stop having sex.
What?
If you're getting all emotional,
I wouldn't say that,
sex.
but I think it's all about pacing the relationship and making it in levels. Like maybe for the first 2 months, don't see them every single day. Don't have them coming over after the first date and so forth.
Just come over when you want to get home.
No, but don't.
Yeah, just when you want to get something, just come over, right?
I'm not saying that, but it's levels.
Once a week that I see you, we getting it in, and then I don't see you no
I just feel like if
then
you
I throw use.
I just like if you take your time and pace things, you'll see if he sticks around or she sticks around or they're just trying to get the goods.
Okay.
Alright, number 7, and we've all been victim of this one. Number 7 is the breakup to makeup game. So, 2 can certainly play this game. So this is men and women. No one does this more than the other. But when the on and off again routine starts stretching into years versus months, I feel like women actually have more to lose with it because your time is just a tad bit more valuable. You waste your time, it's certain things that can no longer happen. So you want to treat your time as more of a treasure when you're a woman versus men when you're a woman. I feel like versus men who, they're a little bit more careless with their time. They're just playing the field and seeing what happens.
Not all men.
True. Me, for example.
All men. Some men they have emotions too. Especially them damn Capricorns. Woo!
Well, yeah.
They so emotional.
Unfortunately, I know all about that.
God, oh, you had one. I have met a Capricorn, met a couple that it's too much.
It's a lot.
No.
It's very unstable.
No, they got daggone Inspector Gadgets. They are way too emotional and attached now.
But, I mean, there's another way for the breakup to makeup game to go as well. I feel like a lot of times it's just remaining comfortable. So some people, they'll know you're not going anywhere. So they'll create an issue. They'll break up with you and start this argument and so forth. So they can go.
Like that makeup sex though, Ken. You ain't nothing like it.
I mean, that break up. I can't disagree there. I can't disagree there, but at the same time,
y'all just break up tonight. See what it's like tomorrow.
But don't encourage that because, you know, some people will go out here and break up just so they can go play the field for a second and then come back home once they're done and they've got a taste of what else is out there.
What you got to do with that, though? We ain't together. If I want to play the field while we ain't together
for a day,
ain't none of your business.
Oh, my God.
Some people do that as a sport. Some people are just like, look, baby, let's just pretend for one day we ain't together. You do you and I do me. Like, people do that. I heard it on Russ Paul before.
That's the type of thing to get you slapped.
Oh. In your world. Yeah. You angry. You
broke up with me. You broke up with me specifically so that you could do something with someone else. And you didn't expect me to get angry?
Why you mad?
No. And once you did it, you're not coming back. Don't let me find, you know what, go ahead and do it, but don't let me find out.
Yeah, you find out.
Alright, number 5. I'm sorry, number 6. You threw me off with that foolishness. Number 6 is the we need to talk game. So we all know this one. I promise you this game usually always begins when you're doing something that you really want to do. So fellas, when you're watching a major sporting event like the Super Bowl, or ladies, when you're about to hit that weekly shopping trip with your friends, your partner wants to test the waters and wants to see what your priorities are, so they hit you with the, hey, babe, we need to talk. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's not even really anything that you need to talk about, or it's not even really as big of a deal as what they're making it seem like it's about to be, but they really just want to test the waters and have some attention and see what your priorities are, so they're creating this whole issue that you need to talk about. You been there, P? Or are you one of those we need to talk shit?
Nah, we ain't talking. I don't feel like talking. Talk to me when I get back.
Right. But, I mean, keep in mind that this is your relationship. You want to keep it stable. So when your partner hits you with the we need to talk, sometimes it's a good idea to just put the TV on mute or tell your friends hold on and sit there and address this sometimes even made up situation of what do we need to talk about? What's going on? What's
Absolutely nothing.
So, I mean, it's either that or hear them later on complain about how you don't care about their feelings. Take your pick. Which one do you choose, Pumpkin?
I don't want to talk.
So what you
I
want?
hate that as much as men hate it.
Do we need to talk?
Yeah, we need to talk.
I mean, to me,
And
sometimes,
then
bro,
the people that want to hold on, I'm not gonna talk to you right now.
I do that.
But when you get off work later, act like talking. No, tell me right now. Don't do that to me.
I feel like that's building the case.
Don't do that to me.
That's building up a reason to have
That's
something to talk
building
about.
up me about to cuss you out. Yeah.
But yeah, the whole we need to talk thing, to me, also that usually is like a precursor to a breakup. So it's not good either way.
That's just like at your job. If the boss like,
We need to have a discussion.
yes, come in the office
Yeah.
after lunch.
You get that feeling in the inside.
Don't leave me at work till lunchtime to tell me that you're about to fire me. You gotta fire me when I get there that morning. Matter of fact, fire me that evening before I...
No, call me.
Yeah,
Call me before I get there and say
gas.
my services will no longer be needed. Because if you make me use my gas that I might not easily be able to replace because you fired me, we have an issue. And something might not be upside. Everything might be upside down when I leave.
Ken, don't say it on TV.
Oh, okay. Well, number 5. And again, these are the top 10 mind games that men and women play in relationships. The trading goods for services game. So a woman will often take advantage of this one when sex is on the line, basically. She offers to give you sex in exchange for something else she wants you to do. So there aren't men... You look confused.
What you trying to call them? This sounds like a name.
No,
about to come
no.
behind this, because that don't make no kind of sense at all.
No, but I mean,
Okay, now they bartering services.
I mean, not necessarily being a prostitute or doing it for money.
That's what it sounded like.
But
just
I'm
now.
saying things more so they want you to help treat the mother-in-law to dinner, or they want you to go shoe shopping with them at the mall or so forth, and they'll let you know. I mean, I'll give you something when we get back. And I mean, let's be real, it's not many guys who are going to turn down the cooch. So he's going to make it happen, and just make sure, I guess, that she actually gives you what she's promising you.
Oh man.
You don't agree?
No, Karen.
So you've never told your man that you'll give him some if he gives you what you want.
Well, if it's your man, you can do stuff like that.
Right, not to a stranger. We're
That's
talking
what
about a
I'm saying.
relationship. So, I mean, women have the power of the cooch. Some men have the power of the D. So sometimes we use that to our advantage. And
The power of the D.
The power
no,
of the
no, no. Ain't no power in no D. Ain't no power in it.
I don't know what type you've been messing with, but there's power in that thing.
I always say the power in the P. Okay? Why do you think they call me P?
Wait.
My bad. Sorry.
I don't know that I'm comfortable with being on the P show anymore.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
But it's no power in the D.
it definitely is. It's a force in the D.
Oh, no. Where's the force at? I ain't never seen it.
But yeah, I mean, just make sure that your partner is holding up their end of the agreement, I guess.
My God.
And you shouldn't always have to do something in order to get it either. So that actually goes both
Nah,
ways.
it's supposed to be. Sex is supposed to be part of a relationship.
Right, so don't make it a chore or reward, so to speak. Number
We gotta be good, Miss Helen Watcher.
Miss Helen. Shout out to Miss Helen.
GFC Catering. We gotta be good, Ken.
If we can get that crab dip again.
Yes. Please send us some. They coming to the P show. So we definitely getting some crab
Some
dip.
crab dip.
Yes.
All right, number 4. Number 4 is the reverse psychology game. So,
I'm good at that.
does your girlfriend constantly tell you exactly what it is she's feeling, but really, she isn't even really feeling like that? Or is she's feeling completely the opposite? Or does she tell you not to do one thing, but really expects you to do it? Like, okay, example. She lets you know how you don't need to wash the dishes. She got it. Don't worry about cleaning up. Meanwhile, you listen, you sitting back, you just hear dishes start to slam. And it's an issue. If you hear that really means that she wanted you to help and chip in with cleaning up this stuff.
Because she banging up stuff.
Right. She's trying to give you a signal. Yeah. So you might either want to call for help or go ahead and pick up the feather duster and start helping clean. But I don't really understand it. Like, if I want something, I have no problem with telling you. I don't have to give you reverse psychology. But you said that you're good at that. So help me to understand what...
Ken, the reverse psychology has been going on for years.
You say everything.
Everything's been going on for years.
Nothing new, huh?
No. It's been going on for years. Nah, I don't play those games. That's definitely a mind game.
Yeah, I just feel like the reverse psychology, and to me, that gets a little bit tired. I mean, we're all adults, hopefully. So just explain to your partner what it is you want from the beginning. Don't try to mask the feelings and so forth. It's just a lot of extra stuff that you don't even have to deal with. Mm-hmm. Number 3. And this goes a little bit into that reverse psychology thing. Mm-hmm. Number 3 is the mind reading game.
When people think you're supposed to know what they thinking?
Exactly. So this is usually played alongside the reverse psychology, like I said. Fellas, she wants you to read her mind because she thinks that if you really care, you will know exactly what she wants.
Y'all supposed to.
No.
Men do it too.
I feel like it's just not a logical game. We're not going to know what you want at all times.
How do you think somebody's supposed to know your feelings if you don't tell them?
Right. So before you start getting your crystal ball out and trying to foresee the future with this person, just sit them down and ask them what they want. Like, no, we're not trying to read minds. It's just not going to work out, and somebody's going to end up mad.
I think it's attention seeking thing.
I think so too.
All of that, like in a relationship, a lot of it is seeking attention. Anything, any small little thing becomes a big issue. But again, that daggone makeup sex. Karen, I'm so serious. People argue just to do, I think they do. A lot of people in relationships argue just to have
You know
sex.
what? Thinking back on some arguments, I think I've probably been a victim of
Just
that.
to do it. It'd be the best thing in the world, though. Like really?
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like to an extent, you should know your partner to be able to tell some things that are on your mind. But if it's like a major issue, don't expect me to automatically just know what's wrong. That's not humanly possible.
Nah, some stuff y'all know. Y'all do this thing called ignoring.
Who is y'all?
Men. It's called ignoring. Y'all ignore us. You don't want us to talk to you. You don't want us to bother you. We always nagging. Why can't you just fix what we ask you to fix?
But if you're not telling me what's wrong and you're just...
You know.
No, I don't. I can't read your mind.
Y'all know.
I don't.
Y'all be knowing.
That doesn't do anything. Now, I still don't know what you're thinking.
Y'all be knowing. They be knowing. They be knowing.
No.
Tell us. Tell us how y'all be knowing. Women always right. We always right. We are. Ain't no wrong answer with a woman and a man arguing.
What?
Y'all better just shut up and let us talk.
No.
Yeah.
You argue with me.
Men need to shut up and let us talk.
And you should know, you argue with me. I'm gonna win. Or it won't end until. Alright, number 2. These are the top 10 common mind games in men and women playing relationships.
Alright.
The silent treatment game.
I love that one. That thing works.
So you know you've done something wrong when he or she doesn't speak to you and gives you the cold shoulder.
Yeah.
The thing is, with the silent treatment to me, is you have no idea some of the time why this person is so upset.
Uh-oh.
Let's take the call.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, how y'all doing this afternoon?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Last week, I know this ain't a I know it's a different week, but last week you said something that I totally disagree on. And that was everybody, have a section, just go ahead and do it. I don't agree.
We said that?
You said that.
Baby, I said a whole lot of things. You can't pay no mind to me.
So if that's the case, I can tell my kids, okay, it's okay to do it, just do it. No,
don't do that.
And once out of capital, you can get the roof for free. I think to me, a man should earn the goodies. And I ain't saying he got to buy it, because, sex is, how can I put it? love is priceless.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we all, you know, it's hard to get where I want to say, but it is what it is. So you know, you got to make it special.
Right.
If you make love to,
Just understand that women have needs just like men do. So if it is a woman out there that just want to have sex with a man, let her do what she doing. She's not doing nothing wrong. When she's looking for love, then she'll settle down and look for love with that special guy. She might not give it to him as fast.
Okay, so you saying that is me personally, like I'm gonna use myself for example, because long story short, I'm like earn her love. And she made me work for it, and that to me, at the end of the day, I felt good about it.
She your wife now, though.
Huh?
She's your wife. So please tell me, listen, you've had way more sex than just her, baby.
You don't know that.
Everybody ain't worked up no love with this man.
Yeah, baby. So
You ain't worked up that much love, baby.
no, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna put it out like this. Now, I'm like this. If that's the case, let me say this, I'm gonna get off the line.
Alright.
If the Lord come out right now, and you having sex with our
Oh my God. Oh my God. So tell me this. You never in your life did that, right?
For me?
You ain't never did that, right?
I ain't gonna say that, but
Exactly. Thank you for calling. Okay. We really appreciate that call. I just know you not about to sit here and lie, because if the Lord come back, He's gonna strike you dead right next to me. Come on.
Not you debating with us.
I'm not about to debate with nobody about when to give up some sex.
I mean, I agree and disagree. Like I said, I do feel like you should pace the relationship.
You can.
There's nothing less marketable than old or tired
Come
D
on
or
now.
cooch. At the end of the day.
Listen to me. We all have been in a place where we just having sex. And I'm not saying that everybody should. I'm just saying we've all been in that place. And everybody that's having sex is not looking to be in a relationship with a person they're having sex with. You might just have a chatting buddy.
Just have some coof.
Just might be what we do.
Have some coof. Don't give it all away. Just don't get it all
Yeah, as
away.
long as they ain't spreading it through the city, baby, it's all good. But I know daggone well that everybody you had sex with, you weren't married to.
You don't know that. He might have been a virgin.
How many wives he had?
You don't know.
He was a virgin before he met.
It's possible.
He said, I'm not gonna speak on it.
Well, true.
You call me back when we get off air. Can go ahead with the next number, Ken. Don't stir me up now.
All right, so we were talking about the silent treatment. The thing that's difficult about that to me is sometimes you don't even know what this person is mad about. Some people will just be mad and upset and not talk to you, and you're just sitting there like, so how was your day? Like, don't do that. At least let me know why we have an issue.
No.
So you think the silent treatment works?
I'm gonna sit there. I'm probably gonna get a call about this too, because I'm gonna just sit there. I ain't gotta talk to you if I don't want to.
I mean, to me, all you'll get is like, of course, they walk in, they're huffing and puffing. That'll be the most sound you get. But later on, you're gonna want to talk about what happened, right? So why not talk to me now?
Give me a couple days.
What did waiting get out solve?
It take me time to get over stuff sometimes. Let me wait. Give me a couple days. I'll talk to you.
Person like me, you ignore me, it's just going to irritate me more. So I'm going to continue to say stuff to you.
Look, I'm gonna do stuff like just walk out the house and not even tell you I'm gone.
No, you better off telling me that you're not going to talk to me, and then I'll leave you alone. But if you just do it on your own, with no prior notification...
No, because if I say I don't want to say nothing else to you, you're going to keep running your mouth.
But if you just do
Alright, so I don't want to talk to you after this show.
You don't talk to me.
You gonna do that?
What?
Talk to me.
Stop holding grudges. Alright, so moving on to number 1. And again, these are the top 10 mind games that men and women play in relationships. Now this one I felt in my spirit. And I know that I said before we got into this that I would give answers on how to avoid or overcome these mind games. But somebody called me on this one because I don't have the answers. I don't know how to get it to play. Number 1, you ready, P?
Go ahead.
The I'm not ready for a relationship game.
Yes. I don't want to. right now, I'm cool with us just being friends. No, we're going to just be friends. And you need to understand when somebody tell you that, they mean it.
Let me explain. To me, this is the big kahuna of all the mind games. It's another mind game that I feel like mostly men more so play. It's a lot of times it's a word game where certain words like marriage, commitment, children, all of that is unheard of. They don't know what that means in this. Or it can also be that fun little merry-go-round which a man creates the impression that the two of you are in a serious relationship when he's actually just stringing you along and playing the field and possibly even looking for something better. But to me, it's unfair. Just be real and straight up about it from the beginning that no, you don't want a relationship, but it's not because you're not ready. You more so, maybe you just don't want it with me, or you just want to play out your options for a while.
Oh my God. You so nosy, Ken.
What?
You so nosy.
But I'm dealing with you. I'm very nosy.
Every daggone thing about somebody. So now, I'm telling you, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but now I got to explain to you, but I would like to keep playing in the field, okay? No, I'd like to go out there and meet a couple other people because I'm not sure if I want you.
This is what I'm saying.
No, nobody's saying all of that.
This is what I'm saying. Some people will play the game of, I don't want a relationship right now. That's the only reason we're not together. But you know what it is between us. You're the only one. But really,
you're the only one right now that I'm dealing with. We here right now, me and you. But when I leave you, I might get somebody else. But you need to understand this is right now.
I feel like that should be clear though. Let me know.
It's clear. You see us? We here. When I ain't with you, I'm doing me. It's clear. Understand that. If we're not in a relationship, I should not have to answer to you. See, you on this thing that when you're dating somebody, that you control them.
It's not about control.
No,
it's about respect and knowing what it is between us.
You date people in 2 weeks.
What?
That could be a date for you.
No, it's not.
How soon is dating for you?
I mean, I don't feel like it's a time limit on dating.
It shouldn't be a limit, right?
I do feel it depends on how we're carrying certain things and aspects of our communication.
Okay, so you communicating, you liking this person, you feeling them. When does it turn to dating status for you? Like,
once we discussed it. To me, it's all about communication.
But even if you're just dating and there's no relationship established, I don't feel like I need to tell you anything.
But I feel like there needs to be
and all that.
There needs to be things established because there is definitely a difference in being exclusive and just dating, which that's something that you need to communicate with your partner in the beginning. Anything else, I feel like that's a game.
You are crazy, Gemini. Y'all crazy. Yes, the twins. Let's take this call.
Thank you for calling Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, listen to Shorty, you're talking about dating. And I think I sort of agree with Pumpkin. I think dating is just a process. You meet with people, you go out and you get to know them.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you're committed to them. So you can date, a number of people at a time. You're just getting to know them. And I think that's in everybody's best interest long term.
Yeah.
What happens, I think a problem is that they'll meet somebody who's acceptable, but they're not. If they look at the view of one person, they meet somebody who's acceptable, and then they try to take that as far as they can go, but that person may not be ideal for them. So what they need to do is to get to know a number of people, and they get to know themselves and to see what type who they get along with best. It doesn't mean you have to have sex with them, but if people want to do that, that's their business. But like what Ken was saying, there should be, that communication should be open, and that's in everybody's best interest because everybody wants to be with the person they consider to be a trophy, and not somebody who's just acceptable, but who's ideal for you.
Yeah.
Who's mutually ideal.
All right. Thank you for calling. All right. So, to me, from what he said, it sounds like a lot of settlers. Because from what he's saying, it's like a lot of people that's settling for anything just to say that I have someone or that I'm dating someone or that y'all ain't even in a relationship for real. These fake relationships like Kanye Moore, it's just fake. Just to let people know you with somebody, and then you're settling for anything.
To me, it's definitely people who do that, but to me, that's not what it's about. It's just more so about Me personally, I'm not getting in a dating situation just to have necessarily fun with you. I have specific goals and aspirations for what I want to do with my relationship. So I feel like early on we need to make sure those match versus assuming and in the end getting hurt. That's all I'm saying as far as communication.
I just think people need to stop getting so emotionally attached so early. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, you meet somebody, they make you feel good. Great. But really, do you just let your whole guard down and just say,
Absolutely not.
I'm floating on clouds. I'm just living this wonderful life.
Absolutely not.
It's such a fairy tale. Like, stop. Stop. It's not. That guy might just be using you for certain things that you might be doing to him. Because, you know, women, we have a tendency to give these men wifely duties. Like, we doing all this extra stuff. You washing his clothes, cooking them meals, and making them lunch in the first week. Why? You don't know him? What the world?
I actually got a interesting comment to go along with that. Someone said that they feel like men, hands down, play the most mind games, and that honesty is not a word in a man's vocabulary. I wouldn't say that. It's some honest guys out here.
You think?
You don't?
You know how I feel.
Oh my God.
I feel all men cheat.
No, they don't.
So, a person like me that feels like that, I think they ain't honest either. And they just not.
And another comment, this comes from You Must Know on Instagram. She says, men don't play mind games. They just tell us what we want to hear. We know it's BS, but we listen because we are creatures who need to be validated. But hands down, we play the mind games the best.
Women do. I feel like women do play mind games the best. Number one, we study this stuff. We've been doing it for years. Women is sneaky. We really are. We really are really good at it. We can juggle some numbers. We can juggle some guys. And it ain't even about just the sex. It's just women might have one guy that she might use for oil changes. She might have one guy that she used for lunch dates. She might have one guy, oh, I'm going to call him one time and get my hair done. Oh, this one going to pay for my nails. Matter of fact, these three going to pay for my nails. Like, women really be juggling stuff and be doing certain things and manipulating these men. But they never find out.
I don't necessarily want to, my opinion was that it's actually not a gender thing. And I think it's more so about the personality. Because, for example, most guys who masculine and so forth, they don't think with their emotions and really get into situations like that in their head. So they do just think on what they're doing, and that is smart when they go about their cheating and their games and so forth. Now, an emotional person, which just so happens to be women most of the time, but me, for example, in the rare occurrence that I do just get in my head that I'm going to do me and what I want to do, you're never going to know it. Because I can juggle a few people in the same building and you'll never know because you just think that thing out, and because you are more...
A couple people doing that.
Right. I think it's just if you're more so in touch with your emotions, you also know when to turn them off. So you know how to handle each specific person and situation.
You need to know how to turn them off, because if not, you'll be in a stalker situation or you're fighting somebody over somebody else, man. Like, and then that's another thing. A lot of women are settling for other people's men.
Well, yes.
A lot of women are.
Side chicks.
Yeah, they got a name for them now, okay? Side chicks. Right. Oh, it's side dudes out there, too.
Absolutely.
But the side dudes, honestly, they got it better. Like, because they really don't care that you got a man at home.
And they probably have a side chick.
Get attached. The side chicks get attached to the point where they knocking on your wife's door or your girlfriend's door, calling the phone, telling them about everything that y'all do together. Oh, that dress he bought you, he bought me too. Women get too deep into it. Ain't no dude about to do that at all.
I don't know. I think it's some women who don't really care either when it comes to being a side chick, though. I think it all depends on your emotional state. If you can turn those emotions off, you can do anything. If you know when to control your emotions, you're good. You're fine. At the end of the day, to me.
I don't know how to turn my emotions off, Ken.
So you're just an emotional creature at all times.
Yeah. It's best for me to just be by myself.
See, when it gets to the power of that D.
Ain't no power in the D.
this is a whole nother topic discussion because
we need to find out who got the most power. Because I've definitely heard about the power in the P. Ain't nothing in that D. All y'all walk around with the same thing, don't know what to do.
Now that is very much incorrect.
Y'all don't know what to do with it.
Who? See, this what your problem is. You must have had that thing that was right.
Matter of fact, we need to get on late night so we can really talk about this.
Right, we might need to pull out your toys and show.
Yeah. I got toys. SecretTreasureStore.net.
Right.
Y'all go log on.
We can show the difference in what you can get with some and what you get with others. So there's definitely a clear difference.
Yeah. We got everything. Dirty Laundry, we got everything. We got lipsticks, clothes, we got toys. We got some of everything.
We got lipsticks that aren't even really lipsticks.
We really do. It really is a lipstick vibe. And for us ladies,
can we talk about vibrators on TV?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
I don't see what's the problem with that.
You're
just
wrong. Promoting your venture.
Yes, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Follow it on Instagram, SecretTreasureStore.net, and definitely please send us more comments. My phone's dying, Ken, so
oh no,
I might not get them. But I think women won this battle.
What?
I mean, that's what it says on my phone, that women play more mind games than men. I don't know what did yours look like.
But is that a good thing to do?
Look, you asked a question. We're not going into if it's good or bad. I might get another call next week about what I said.
I mean, what my followers and commenters more so said was that men play more mind games, but women do it better. And that was just because women are more smarter about it, which I actually do agree with.
We're good at hiding stuff.
Guys tend to think more so with their D, so they just work on that. While women, they're smart about it. They put thought into it, and they're not just there to give up the cooch, so they put a lot of extra work into what they're doing.
That's true.
So I'll agree that women do it better.
Women do stuff to get something out of it.
Exactly.
So you can guarantee if she messing with your husband, that he ain't just messing with her just for sex. I'm pretty sure she probably all up in the bank account and everything.
Right, there's some type of benefit as to why she's agreeing to be a side chick.
Exactly.
And that might be a mind game that she's playing with the guy to make him think that it's all about just being that chick and being there when he has time to do with her and whatnot. But
it's a
really
shortage on men out here, Karen.
Is it?
It's a shortage on men. It's a whole bunch of women out here that can't find a good man, so they
want someone else's.
Yeah, they willing to settle for somebody else's.
So let me ask you a question, P. Are you willing to be the side chick?
I'm too jealous. I'm willing to be the crazy chick.
What does that entail?
I'd be crazy, Ken. I would be crazy.
But you just said that I was the crazy Gemini who...
I don't want to... I think with me, in order to be a side chick, you got to be able to block out certain feelings. You have to. Because naturally, you're going to fall for any person that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. You're going to end up building some type of relationship with them. So you got to be able to block out certain feelings. And I'm very emotional. I am.
You have to control
I get attached.
Thing. You have to control that thing.
That's why I'm single.
But yeah, so the number one mind game was what? The I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm single right now game. A lot of people, the thing that gets to me is a lot of people don't carry the relationship as they're single until it's beneficial to them, to where they are interested in.
Would you ever be the side dude, Ken?
See, the way my attention is set up, I require a certain amount of attention to ever share that doesn't allow me to ever be able to truly share with anyone. Call me stingy. So no, I can't. And if I ever have or will, it would have to be without my knowledge, because I can't really see myself saying, okay.
So they got to be lying to you.
You want me to? Oh, I'm okay with that. Let me be the side. I'm not that. Sides are for chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely interested in continuing to hear you guys' comments about this. Hit us up on Facebook. Pumpkin is at I am Pumpkin Green. I'm on Facebook at KenBarbie. Or, of course, Instagram, which you can see those at the bottom of the screen.
Definitely, if y'all looking for some hot dresses, make sure y'all follow my girl, Style by Step to Death. Also, and the waist trainers. Ooh, I don't got one. Latia Solutions, and then the hair.
Beth.
Official Head Gang.
Official Head Gang.
All of them on Instagram. Y'all follow them on Instagram. And then, of course, Official KenBarbie. Ken, are you dropping new lipstick?
I actually dropped 2 yesterday.
Wow.
We released 2 very limited edition colors, so they're actually pre-order only right now. It's called Envy and Obsessed. One is a bold yellow color. The other is a dark...
I needed that tonight.
You should have.
Oh, my God.
One is a dark, sexy navy blue type color. But they're extremely limited. I'm taking pre-orders for them right now. They're going pretty fast, so if you want to get your hands on it, once they sell out, these 2 colors are gone. So definitely get your hands on it while you can at KenBarbie.com.
Obsessed and what?
Envy.
Envy, yes.
You know, it applies.
And are you still doing shirts too? You still have shirts?
Absolutely. I'm actually working on some new t-shirts for the spring. As you guys know, and I've been reminding Pumpkin all day, KenBarbie Appreciation Month is next month. So I'm actually coming out with a couple different surprises as far as t-shirts. The cosmetics line is going to have some new additions. So KenBarbie Appreciation Month is definitely going to be pretty exciting. It starts next Thursday, so who knows? Maybe I'll drop something then.
Yes, and definitely go check out CelebrityStatusJewels.com, ThePShow.com, SecretTreasureStore.net. Like, we got so many brands out here.
I mean, but you...
LegacyInternetRadio.com.
Shout out to Legacy Internet Radio.
We love our new station.
They're so accepting of us and our foolishness.
Yes, they are. We had so much fun this past week on our show.
We can even curse.
Yeah, we can curse.
We've never been able to curse on radio.
Never. Those other guys, they never let us get away with that. We got fired on our day off.
I like to say we made an executive decision to move.
Yes, we did. We really didn't get fired, y'all. We really didn't get fired. Just growing.
Right.
So y'all check out LegacyInternetRadio.com. Come on, join the home team. I mean, we're doing things over there, big things.
Absolutely.
And me and Ken will be back next week, 9 p.m., Comcast 95, Verizon 36.
Right, and you guys, we're actually winding down to the end of the season. We have about 2 more weeks left. It's been a long 12 weeks. We've taken on a lot of topics, but I'm actually interested in you guys hitting me up, even hitting P up as well on Instagram, Facebook, however you choose to do it. Let us know some things that you're interested in us talking about before we wrap up these next 2 weeks.
And any shows that you've missed, log on to youtube.com/2thepshow. That's the number 2 the P Show. You can see every episode of Dirty Laundry. Some episodes of the P Show on there. Mm-hmm. Just check it out.
And you can actually find them at KenBarbie.com as well. Just click the KenBarbie TV tab at the top of the page, and you'll actually find every episode since the very first back in 2012. So it's definitely a lot of content there, a lot of good stuff, and a lot of good topics. Make sure you guys check it out.
Again, thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all.
That kiss was so delayed.
There goes my phone. Look it up. That's crazy.
No pictures for you.